Now let's go ahead and talk about our administrator module now. We'll go ahead and close our library, and I want to open up the administrator. I'll go to Start, Programs, Author It Administration. Alright, so here is where all things begin, actually. Open my library and log in as whichever user has access to open the administrator module. And I'll show you how to designate who has access and who does not in a few moments. By default, Supervisor does have access to administrator module. You cannot delete the supervisor user. Author It will not let you, so there is some safety in that. At least you will always have a user who can get into the administrator module. And what I recommend doing is putting a password on that user. And we'll also take a look at assigning passwords in a few minutes as well. Alright, so here's the administrator module. And I said that this is where all things begin because when you create a new Author It library, you would first want to log into the administrator module and assign your license file to it. Now I got a lot of emails when I sent out the training invitation saying, do I need a special license for my installation of Author It? Basically, what do I need to do with licensing? Well, licensing isn't applied to the software. Licensing is applied to your database, okay? Your database licensing is applied through the administrator module. Now, when you purchase Author It, your sales account manager is going to give you a license file. They're going to give you a license file and a license key that goes along with that file. So you'll need both of those items, the license file and the license key. Alright. Now if you want to then apply your license file to your library, you would log into the administrator module, go up to Security, Update Licenses, alright, and go ahead and select this first option here. I want to load the license file generated from Author It. Click Next. And it wants you to give it two pieces of information. Browse out to the license file and tell Author It what the key is. Alright, so this is why you need both of those pieces of information. So you'd browse out to the license file that your sales account manager provided to you. I went ahead and put one on my desktop here. And the trick is where to find it. Here it is. Okay. Alright, and it wants you to paste in the license key. Alright, now what I have done as a shortcut for my license file, I renamed the file with the license key inside of it. So I can just copy it from here and paste it into my license key field. Alright, I recommend you do something along those lines so that you don't ever lose that license key number. It is retrievable by your sales account manager if you do, forget what your license key is. It is not the end of the world, but I always rename my license file to have my license key inside of it so that I always know what it is. Alright, so you'll fill in these two fields here and just keep hitting Next until you're done. Alright, now once you have the license file applied to your database, then you can begin to use that Author It database. Alright, if you created a new database and did not apply a license file to it, and then you were to launch Author It, you would get an error message saying that the licensing is missing. So you're not going to get very far in the process.